I've been waiting about 6 weeks to open this guitar. And we got hit by the thing that's going on in the world right now that YouTube doesn't like you to mention. But everybody's fine, and just one thing led to the next. But here we are, and I'm back. And one thing I've really noticed about through buying Harley Benton guitars is that Thomann, they really know how to ship a guitar and how to package it well. I bought a guitar last week, a Strat, from a large UK-based shop with a huge YouTube channel, if that narrows it down. They literally sent it in a flimsy box, minimal sort of protective packaging inside, a bit of protection around the headstock, but that was it. It was fine, but I was a bit worried to actually open the box. And the reason I'm bringing that up is that although this has been sitting downstairs for 6 weeks, I'm not really worried about it. I'm pretty sure there's no damage done. No damage done to the box, and they know how to package a guitar really well. So, but we'll see.
Uh-oh.
So far it looks pretty good. The nut looks like it's cut pretty well. Tuners feel pretty good. Cheek switch. Mile high action. No fret sprout. The satin neck feels really good. Fretboard looks a bit thirsty. Bit of glue will come off. Neck feels pretty chunky, but not over the top. A bit smaller than the last one I checked out. Frets need a good polish. Not quite as bad as the last one that I checked out. There's a bit of an area here where the satin finish has really started to shine up a bit. Just a bit weird. Let's plug it in, see what it sounds like out of the box. All right, I've stretched the strings, I've tuned it up, and a bit of a spoiler alert, I think this is going to be a pretty cool guitar. The action is sky high, the truss rod's set pretty well. To be honest, I don't think we're going to have to do too much to turn this into a really good playing guitar. But let's find out how it sounds. So my first sort of initial thoughts on this guitar, in case you can't tell, are that it's a really good guitar. The Harley Benton I had before was good. It was fine. This is definitely a bit better. I'm going to polish the frets, condition the fretboard, sort out the action, probably the intonation, put on some decent strings, and then we'll check it out. We'll see what it's like, you know, with like, I know, half an hour to an hour's work put into it to see what this guitar can really be. So far, I have to admit, I'm quite surprised. There's a lot less work to do on this one than the previous Harley Benton, the red, the candy apple red one. I don't know if it's just more that this guitar's a bit more suited to me, being like sort of more hard rock and metal influenced, but it definitely feels like it's a better guitar. And the pickups sound pretty good as well. I don't know if you thought the same. I don't think that the pickups would be something that I would initially change. I'll get to know them and maybe decide what you don't like about them, but it's not a case of just buying the guitar and upgrading the pickups straight away as I would expect. The frets are far less rough than the last Harley Benton I checked out, so hopefully they won't need as much work. The switch feels pretty cheap, as you would expect, but the potentiometers, I'm sure they're very cheap, probably the cheapest you can get, but they feel actually pretty good quality. It has a Roseacre, is that how you say it? Roseacre fretboard. I've never played a Roseacre fretboard, if that's how you say it, Roseacre fretboard. Stop saying Roseacre. I've never played one of these before, and it kind of blends in with the satin neck. You can barely see it, I mean, you can see it, but yeah, it's cool. I think the tortoiseshell pickguard was an unusual choice, but it really works. It would have been so easy just to go with a black, maybe a flat black or a shiny black, but I think this looks pretty cool and gives it maybe a slightly higher end look. So yeah, give me a few days, I'll get to work on this guitar and I'll make another video for you to see what this guitar can be like with, I don't know, like half an hour to an hour's work put into it. So far, I'm really surprised. Again, check out this video just here. It's the Candy Apple Red Harley Benton Telecaster, just to see as a comparison what they were both like out of the box. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.